Yes, it is still a very, very beautiful Monday morning, the 26th of February. And yes, thank you so very much, Hilda Wadidi, for that very enlightening interview. Thank you so very much for staying tuned. 22162 is our text line. You start with YM254. Real quick, actually, we have a request today. Someone is asking, please, Ncheze Maja Ya Asle. All right, fine. We shall do that. I will talk to my director. Oh, okay. So you know what we do on Mondays, yeah? It's Man Crush Monday. We are crushing on our kings today. But before we get into the topic, we have a poll going on Twitter. And how do you get us on Twitter? Y254 channel. So, to know, Lisa, is it worth it for the boy child to bet on games every day? So, there's already information on it, and I want to say it, but okay. I'll leave it to you to vote away. It's on Twitter. Again, our handle is Y254 channel, and then I will read the results after the discussion, okay? So let's get into it. I introduce my gentleman. How are you?
Very fine.
You look very sharp. We have missed you.
Thank you. Yes.
For those who are just seeing you for the first time.
Oh, my name is Isaac Ake. I'm a blogger. I also write for My3 magazine. Yes.
All right, and you are?
Hello, I'm James Wandera, student at the University of Nairobi.
Where kwanza say unaenda kubet game as we are about to leave here. So what is your name?
My name is Edward Otini. I'm an entrepreneur.
Wow,
yes.
I like that. Very heavy panelists today, as you can see. 22162, start with YM254, and then go get on our poll on Twitter, Y254 channel, and tell us what you think about the boy child betting. Boy child, help me understand. I understand that there are different ways of betting. So we have the lotto, the send sijui what to what number, and then stand a chance to win. Then you have the very deliberate ones. Ukona game ya Chelsea na Man U, unaona odds ni easy, alafu you make your bet accordingly. What are we discussing today? That betting, sindo?
Yes.
Yeah, game.
Yes.
So it's the deliberate one, the one that you think you can, when you're sharp, unaona future. So unaweka pesa yako hapo.
Yes.
All right. What do you feel about betting?
I don't support betting in any way. For me, it's
why?
For me, it's evil.
Evil.
It's actually
that's very strong.
For me, betting is the major cause of poverty now in this country. It's really increasing the rate of poverty, especially among the youth, because the youth are not creative enough nowadays. Every money they get, it's betting. They don't save. They don't think about other ways of development. All they do is betting. And then when they bet, they are not guaranteed that they will win. So most of them lose.
Just like that, Kimalamal, of which we're saying youths we're trying to work hard and save for the times that will be older. So what you're saying is we're throwing away.
They're throwing away. In fact, it's like they're working hard for somebody who is already rich. Right? So they're not focusing on their life, they're focusing on someone's life.
But I'm feeling it like maybe perhaps maybe perhaps boy child unaona okay niko na 5,000 mpaka nilipe rent na niko na fare na nikule. Sasa niingize tu hapa multiply ndio at least.
Yeah, kuna hiyo kufikiria if you put there 5,000 you are going to get maybe 70k. You start planning about how you're going to use the 70,000.
But you make plans.
We are making plans, but you know it's only God who knows the future. So wewe ukiweka future yako ati unajua Chelsea itashinda, alafu ipigwe na Man U na vile ni wabovu.
Wow.
So betting is bad and it's good at the same time, but so long as the person who is betting knows what he's doing, like you know, there's a thin line between betting for leisure and betting for unakuwa addict to betting. So if you are an addict, it's very bad. If you are betting for leisure, you have your own money. It's not bad.
Couple of two ended deep. So what I'm getting is that we have to be some type of like ni ujuzi flani. We need to be knowledgeable.
Lazima ukumjanja.
Tell me what you feel about it.
For my perspective is betting is good, depending with the limit you go into it.
Who determines the limit? My limit could not be your limit.
Yeah, exactly. So if I can stake as much as I can, that's my limit.
It's your money to throw.
It's my money to throw. So it doesn't mean that if I stake like 50 Gs, So even you can take 50. Me, maybe my leisure time I spend 50 Gs.
That petty cash.
Petty cash.
Oh my god.
And use is 50 shillings. Just stick to your lane. But betting is good.
Lemons.
You can do it.
But boy child here is saying it's evil. Don't do it, whether you can afford to or not.
You can do it
It's
as
a
long
drawback.
as you do it to
It's a
some
drawback
limit.
in this country.
Tell me what you think about you can do it, but you can do it to a limit. Who sets the limits? And you know your limits are going to be different from mine and his and his.
You know,
So is there someone policing us? Am I your bado to know juicy? I need to know as I get into this betting game.
I do not know what my friend mean by limit, but for me, I can say betting. I don't support it generally. Why? First, you know, betting is a real drawback in this country. It's really misleading the youth.
But it's made so much money.
Who are the majority in terms of unemployment, right? If you look at the rates at which even students are dropping out of schools, it's because of betting. Parents are working hard to take their children to school. You give them fees to go and pay, they don't pay.
They go bet.
They bet with it. And then after betting, they lose. They don't get the money back. So they do not have that fees to go and pay. So what do? They hang around. Some of them even come street urchins here in town because of betting.
I like how he's stretched that story from you once had a lot of money, even enough to go to school, pay school fees, then you bet, you lost, now
that is dangerous.
It's a very plausible situation.
But we can also say, is everybody who is betting using the school fees? No. Is everybody who is betting dropping out of school? No. Is betting the only reason that someone can drop out of school or can use the school fee? No. There are guys who are betting using their own money. Yeah, ukona pesa design. If you put there 5k and you lose, there's nothing to lose.
Tumesaidia economy.
Yeah,
we're just tunajenga nchi
kuna
actually.
mtu umelipa mahali.
Yeah, tunalipa serikali.
But if you are using it to like your school fees or the little money you have, then you invest all of it, then now saburi inakuwa mbaya.
Now we've come into an addiction.
And now you're becoming an addiction because there's no way utachukua umehustle umepewa 5,000 then you put the 5,000 umebaki hata kwa mfuko una sapa but you're planning utakula nyama because you're going to get 30,000. You are not going to get that 30. You are not going to get that 30,000. You can't.
Don't you see that's now a drawback?
But if you have money ukona 70,000 to spend.
To hapa tu shida tu ni pesa. Like just easy. This is not for the broke. This is not for the broke.
It doesn't mean that you mwenye na bet school fees. Necessarily lazima lose. Anaweza shinda. And then sasa saidia hata
wazazi wake kulipa fee next month.
Discuss.
Let me be very clear here. Whether you bet using school fees or any other money, the fact is the probability of you winning is zero.
Why?
Zero. The probability of you winning, it's zero. Why? Let me tell you, there's a lot of programming in this system. Sometimes I tend to think that they already know who is supposed to win this money. So like I was thinking in this way, can you imagine that 1 million Kenyans, people I may say poor Kenyans, are contributing 100 shillings to a billionaire who then collects that 100 million shillings from these poor people, and then later thanks one person, just one out of 1 million Kenyans with just 1 million shillings. Now tell me, if all these 100 million, let me say now it's 99 million, is in the hands of one person, and 1 million Kenyans are suffering, are we reducing the rate of poverty in this country or we are increasing it?
I'm feeling like that first of all, it's perspective. There's a businessman who's made money. Yeah, her complaint. Yes. You who voluntarily give money for a specific purpose, you knew the risks when you were going in.
Some of them
you lose. Hakuna katikati. Hakuna kusema lirigiwa, hakuna form 34B.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. Have you ever had anybody educating youth on betting issues? Have you ever had any organization?
That's where we should talk to these
nobody
companies.
So that's a market
nobody
gap. Already
why
that's a gap.
Yeah. So these youth they do not even have the adequate knowledge to bet. You know, when they bet, they just know that I want to bet using 100 shillings and then I'll get back, let's say 10,000. And when they've not gotten back that money, what happens? They feel disappointed. What do? Some of them commit suicide.
But in another perspective, betting has really helped so much in this country.
How?
In a way that has created job opportunities. Guys who have apps for these betting games, they help in tips.
They even consultants.
The consultants. SportPesa itself has employed staff in there. Guys who are not working, I mean, they're working, they're being paid. The government, you saw the other day, it's taxing SportPesa a lot of money. It's
true, because they can see the amount of money coming in.
The roads are being built and other things.
I see. But I like, can I just pick what you said? You said now that because of the frustration of losing, they end up, you know, taking their own lives. But just because Arsenal lost what game, someone somewhere decided to commit suicide. People have been taking their lives for some time now. You cannot peg it and say, betting, this is your fault.
Yeah, I agree with it, but let's look at the rate. If you look at the rate of the number of people committing suicide because Chelsea has been beaten, very less, maybe one person.
I want it to be very practical.
But
gambling has been a pillar of society for the longest. It's like Twilight Girls or Call Girls. There are some things you can't cut from. No matter if your morality, you whatever. It's been a minute. Tangu the Victorian age, like centuries and centuries, gambling has been.
You know. Morality in betting, I mean, I just sijui your story natokanga because everybody loves money. Ni nataka kutumia example yenye ndio mwenyewe sielewi vizuri, but hao watu wenye wana invest kwa companies, you buy shares in Safaricom and then you go back and you are praying that Safaricom hiyo mwaka itafanya vizuri, so that at the end of the year you will get money. Double or maybe triple or something like that. It's not betting. One item investment. But Pia, this guy ameka hapo do and he's hoping that Safaricom will do better. So Safaricom ikifail, the guy is going to lose the money. But
so basically everything is a gamble.
In life, risks zenye una take, it's gambling. Una gamble tu na life uko like
sasa nikivuka hii barabara naweza gongwa, but tuvuke tu.
You have to take risks in life. You don't take risks in life, you're not going anywhere.
I have someone telling me very passionately, Val at Brian from Kisii University, remind the guy seated next to you that there is no programming in SportPesa. Let him stop confusing lotto and sporting. Right. We have very boy child. That was very fast. Proud of you. 22162. You start with YM254. So you guza SportPesa na guza watu mali. But why is this affecting the boy child and not the girl child? Mbona sisikii dem amekaa hapo ana pesa ya nywele juu alienda kugamba?
I think
but
kuna mademo na ujwa boy
27 million midweek midweek jackpot 2 weeks ago. It's a lady who took 27 million from Nakuru.
You see? 27 million.
It's a lady. So they ladies are betting, but now the numbers, you cannot compare the numbers with the boy child. The boy child is doing it more because they love football.
You were targeted specifically for this thing.
Yeah.
It was for you.
Yes.
Yes. So proud.
And another thing, I think with betting comes that angle of risking. You know, generally in life, like you said, it's all about risking. So if somebody stakes like 20 G's, and he's expecting, you know, so much from it. Maybe he only had this 20 G's kwa mfuko. Na anangojea. Na iingie, isiingie, you know, it's all about waiting. Ikiingia, well and good. Ikikosa, you're out. So you can transfer this to general life. It may open up guys, like now guys are risking. So we are not in a society that we are conserved, like we don't want to try things. We just chilling and waiting, tunangojea, tukusukumwa. But guys, in a way inasaidia watu ku open up a lot in a society, and they are risking so much in a lot of things and pushing the society. Yeah, so
if you were a sales pitch, I would have bought whatever you're selling. But I have a question. Boy child, kidogo hivi, we are still, we hata tujamaliza Feb, hii month ya complain, oh I don't have money, sile queen mnataka vitu mingi, Valentine's, nyof. You don't have money to maintain girlfriend. You don't have money to maintain yourself. Where are you getting extra money to gamble? Inatoka wapi pesa?
So niko na 50 bob peke yake mbele nyuma. The girlfriend wants 5k za nywele, nimeweka 50 bob, nimekula 15k, nimempatia 5k, nimebaki na 10 plus.
Hey!
Proper
no,
number.
Somebody give the gentleman.
No, but that is not a guarantee. But what if you lose the money?
If I lose the money, nilikuwa na 50 bob. All the way singempatia 5k na nilikuwa na 50 bob.
Would apologize.
Yeah, so still
just apologize.
Still tu sikuwa na do. So nikiluzia 50 bob, bado tu sikuwa na do.
Amoni hiyo ni dangerous. Like unataka tu kubet any with the little that you have, like unajiambia uko na so in fact ujiambia leo fare ikipanda like 15 ndeka sport pesa, fare ikipanda ndashuka tu mali 50 bob inaisha nitembe hiyo ingine. You don't feel like that's a bit dangerous?
And that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it.
Okay,
risking, yeah?
Those two answers were very different. Omesema that's the fun, Omesema it's very dangerous.
Yeah, I know, like I can support. The fun of it is, you know, that risking, ukingojea, it's a thrill itself, ni thrill, because ukiingia, bei atapata nywele, viatu, and all these goodies. Ikikosa, we'll figure out a way. Anafaa kukupenda zile uko na 50 bob, zile hauna, na zile uko na million. So, it may happen to 50 bob imeenda.
Ama to get excited na kusave to
but
landlord
anataka nywele next week and you can't start saving 50 bob.
Okay, I told you kings to
and
have
Chelsea's
your queens with your either your IQ or higher. Usikwe utakuwa na shida. Yeah, jua unapanga future yako huko tu. Yes. Tell me why it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous because now you have 50 bob. Or let me say you have 1,000 mbele nyuma.
Okay.
You in the house hata una hata mayai hata mbili hapo. Yeah, as in you don't have anything. You have to buy everything. But there's SportPesa sending you a text. Win bro, win. Then you are there like unakimbia kwa M-Pesa unaweka the only 1,000 you had. My friend, after 90 minutes you have 0. So umeanza, "Mase bro, niko kwa fix."
Tumie tu so.
It's dangerous. You miss the so from your friends. Hiyo usiku unaamka unasema mazeni nimechoka na maisha. You got the balcony, you throw as well.
Sasa stories za huyu.
So sasa huyu.
But then you don't have money, it so happens that ukiweka hiyo thao suddenly inakuwa thao tatu. Sasa tunaenda hiyo side nyingine.
Thao nywele.
Hapana, no.
Chop money.
Yeah, money is now there.
And she'll be happy.
Boyfriend yako mad work.
I can't work.
Why don't you let
you see it, in a way it's helping relationships. It has built your relationship. Ajui uli bet. Umemtengenezea nywele.
Okay, itakujengea CV.
Yes.
For only a few
huko mbele tutajipanga.
Hata days.
Easy come, easy go. My friend,
you can tell
that we just spend your pesa.
It's true.
Yeah, so again tomorrow again you have another 100 bob. So again you are thinking tena nikiweka ndakula. You are not going to get that money.
Skika ni addiction. Mpaka ukiona tu pesa unakaa kwanza unataka pesa.
Betting in a way it's an addiction. Betting in a way it gets to a point that it becomes an addiction.
And now when you're addicted to things like gambling, you will do anything, You will sell your possessions, you will sell your neighbor's possessions. And this is now why he has such a problem with it.
That's the major reason why I hate it. Let me tell you. Now the major problem is with addiction. Guys are so addicted to an extent that they don't even think what to throw away and what to keep. You get? So these guys who are talking about winning SportPesa, if you can ask one of them, you won maybe 10,000, what did you do with it? Some of them will tell you that, you know, I got that money and then I had bet with it again. So you see, even this money they're getting from betting is not helping them. because they are so confused that even after earning that 10,000, they do not know how much can I save, how much can I bet. With them, they have this mentality that let me continue betting with it to earn more, and that's how they lose. You get? So there is no point. They've talked about job creation and those other things. Those are
relevant points.
No.
They are very relevant.
How many people are employed by SportPesa?
We don't, but
quote,
they are, I'm sure they are very.
But there's someone who wakes up every day and fends for his family
if it's 5 people.
Yes.
That's job creation, because these 5 people will be somewhere in the estate.
So what if you employ 5 people?
Even if you employ 1
to rob 1 million Kenyans? What have you done?
The other day, our 7-a-side. Rugby team, they nearly missed to go for a series, an international series, because SportPesa had threatened it's going to pull out because the government is overtaxing them. The government could not fund the rugby 7s team to go to the series. SportPesa was funding that, but because the government was overtaxing taxing, let me just say taxing heavily. Now SportPesa was threatening to pull out. The rugby 7s, the guys could have missed to go there. So SportPesa or any other gambling business, it has the pros, it has the cons. It depends with the people who are staking.
Can you imagine having such influence? And you know, rugby is a very big deal for Kenyans. In fact, when they go represent Kenyans all over diaspora, go just to see them support. So imagine having such a strong hold maybe on the economy, and you still say it's all bad. Okay, now we're coming to our last remarks.
Okay, my last remark, I would say that people should stop betting. It's not helping them at all. They should stop it. Why?
Last remarks, short.
Okay, I just want to say, you guys stop betting. And if you have to do it, what to keep, you should know, and what to throw away. That's it.
All right, and then we have James.
I'll say, don't stop betting, but don't bet. If you have the money, my friend, like you have some extra cash that you can throw away, go and bet. But if you have you are struggling, stop betting. You will die.
So me, what I would say is betting is not a must, but if you have to bet, bet to your limits. That's all. Just bet your limits, stick to your lane, don't overdo it, and you just be okay.
Okay, dear boy child, James amesema, if you have money to throw away, just go. He says if you just, according to your limits, if you have money to throw away, I have an M-Pesa line. Yeah, just follow me. In fact, this slide into my DM nikwambie ke nitafanya na hiyo pesa. Hata nitakuandikia list. If you have so much money, now that we need to throw it, I have good use, alright? Thank you so much for watching Y in the Morning, 7 to 10 a.m. We have a repeat Tuesday to Friday, and before I wrap this up, I want us to finish with our poll. So we're talking about you know, sporting and all these things. So we had a poll on Twitter, and the results are coming in. So again, is it worth for the boy child to get on betting games every day? So we have 33% said yes, 67% said no. It's a lie. On your stunner.
It's reading, you know. Reading.
See his life. See his life. By the way, I'm very, very surprised.
How many percent says they should not bet?
Check you.
A or B.
All right, but the people have spoken. That 3% say yes. It's worth it, and 67 says no. It's not worth
I think it's the ladies who voted. It's not the boy.
I was very clear, man.
It's okay, boy child.
I was very clear. Stop.